ألم ترى, that brought the ayah from Surah An-Nisa, said ألم ترى الذين أوتوا نصيبا من الكتاب يؤمنون بالجبت والطاغوت ويقولون الذين كفروا هؤلاء أهدى من الذين آمنوا سبيلا. Here mentioned, he said, have you seen the one who was given a scripture or portion of the scriptures, min Ahl Kitab, the Jews and the Christians. And but this ayah was mentioned about the Yahud, the Jews, said يؤمنون بالجبت, they believe the Jibt. The Jibt is the superstition, which is the and Taghut, the false deities beside Allah. This Taghut, remember the word Taghut, anything being worshipped beside Allah is a Taghut. Taghut linguistically, some anything, any object, anything being worshipped, this they call it Taghut, something does not deserve to be worshipped, and so on. So the sanam, the idols, Taghut. If you worship cows, a Taghut. If you worship the money, basically you do everything for the money, halal, haram. That's mean you take the money as a Taghut. Whatever you do is become beside, mean you take it above your deen. That's mean this is Taghut, you've been worshipping it, even though you're not saying that. So he said, this ayah was revealed. The story behind the ayah, as narrated by Ikrimah radiallahu anhu, said Huyay ibn Akhtab, I think Huyay ibn Akhtab and the other man, Ka'b ibn Ashraf, they came to Mecca. So the kuffar of Mecca asked them, since the Mecca, Quraysh, the Mushrikeen, they didn't know anything about the scriptures, about Ahl Kitab, they didn't know about divine books. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said in the Quran, لِيُنْذِرَ قَوْمًا مَا أَتَاهُم مِّن نَذِيرٍ مِّن قَبْلِ. So the thing is, to warn the people, they never had a book. The Arab didn't have a book, didn't have a prophet. So when they came, Quraysh asked him, what do you think? Are we more guided, or he is Muhammad more guided? Because what we do, we try to maintain the ties of kinship, we help the Hujjaj, we help the poor and the needy, which is they do. They did. They fed and provided drink and helped the poor and the needy and a lot of stuff. They have some good qualities, definitely. But of course, a lot of for showing off. So it doesn't work. So people say he's generous or she's generous and so on. So he said, but Muhammad, he said he severed the ties of kinship. Look at this, he divided the family, father from a son, mother from a daughter, brother from his own brother. Because as you know, some people have embraced Islam, part of them. Assalamu alaikum. كيف حالك? No, you. So some people that the family, part of the family member, so members, they embrace Islam, like the father is a Muslim. And remember the story of Abu Ubaidah, Amr ibn Jarrah, his father was a kafir and he was a Muslim, and many stories like that. Many stories like this, subhanAllah, and because Abu Ubaidah was one of the most famous Sahaba, so the stories like I mentioned here. So the thing is here, he said, severed the ties of kinship, he separated the family, divided the community, and so on. SubhanAllah, he said, Allah subhanahu said, he said, those people, subhanAllah, the one who came to you, so the ayah said, when they asked the Prophet sallallahu, when they asked, the Quraysh asked Huyay ibn Akhtab and Ka'b ibn Ashraf, those are the leaders, one of the leaders of the Yahud in Medina and Yathrib at that time. And so they are scholars. And however, he said, no, you are more guided than them. You are right and he is wrong. All right? So Allah said here, Allah answered, he said, Alam tara, haven't you seen, or have you not seen those who were given portion of the Kitab, given the scripture, and yu'minuna, they believe superstition, they believe magic, and Taghut, they worship the Taghut, subhanAllah. And they said to the believer, so I mean, what do you expect from them? So Allah answered in the next ayah, subhanAllah, Allah answered in the next ayah, he said, to connect the two ayahs together, he said, what this got to do with the ibadah, he said, قُلْ هَلْ أُنَبِّئُكُمْ بِشَرٍّ مِّن ذَلِكَ مَثُوبَةً. Should I inform you about someone subhanAllah, have worse punishment? He said, مَنْ لَعَنَهُ اللَّهُ. Allah described the qualities of the Yahud at that time. He said, لَعَنَهُ اللَّهُ, they have been cursed. وَغَضِبَ عَلَيْهِ. Allah, they're going to receive the wrath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَجَعَلَ مِنْهُمْ الْقِرَدَةَ وَالْخَنَازِيرَ. And He made some of monkeys and swines. Okay, then He said, وَعَبَدَ الطَّاغُوتَ. And they worship the Taghut, worship others beside Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is false deities. They worship false deities beside Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Sheikh, can you tell the guys that they're blocking everybody?
If you block someone, please try to park your car in a way not blocking someone. If you remember. I know that most of the people here are in i'tikaf, so probably avoid that. طيب. So he said, those people, Allah said, should I inform you? Or قل هل. I mean, Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam or Muhammad, tell the Ahl Kitab, those people then who came, and they said the kuffar better than you, should I inform about who's have better or worse? I mean, mathuba. Mathuba from thawab usually some for the good, for the reward. But here, as Allah marking them, you know about someone getting more, the reward of punishment. Usually get punishment, but it's thawab, and usually the thawab comes to as the reward, subhanAllah. But here came as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala marking them, and he said mathuba, meaning the reward is punishment for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah described the qualities. He said they have the la'na, the curse. And he said, أُولَٰئِكَ شَرٌّ مَكَانًا. They are the worst than even the kuffar Quraysh, because they know and they divert away from the right path. And we said, لَعَنَهُ اللَّهُ, mean kicked off the mercy of Allah, and said, غَضِبَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ. The ghadab, the wrath of Allah, higher level or worse than the curse. We said Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, غَضِبَ عَلَيْهِ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is angry with him. That means they are worse than the la'an, worse than the curse. And he said, the maskh. He changed some of them to become monkeys and swines. طيب. Here, subhanAllah, remember, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, part of the Yahud, he changed to become monkeys and swines. Not everyone. And remember, and the existing ones has nothing to do with the other ones. Because Allah said, subhanAllah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala deformed someone as a punishment from a human to swine or monkey, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the hadith, they will not have children. It's over. So the one existing, they said, some people, they get so excited and say this and that about this. It's not true. The monkeys, they're not Yahud either. So this monkeys, so the Yahud nowadays, the Jews nowadays, a human being like us. They have nothing to do with this. The one who was deformed as monkeys and swine, they're dead. It's over. Was their punishment. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala punished the people of Ad and Thamud and others, they punishment, each one different punishment. So this is the thing. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَمْ يَمْسَخْ قَوْمًا وَيَجْعَلْ لَهُمْ عَقِبًا. So when Allah deforms some people from a human to others, as He have done that to others, but they will not have offspring. MashaAllah. طيب. And he mentioned here the Imam rahimahullah subhanahu wa ta'ala وقال here وقال الذين, Allah, as he mentioned here the ayah about how the people worship in the graves again. He mentioned the ayah we have mentioned off topic the other day. وَقَالَ الَّذِينَ غَلَبُوا عَلَى أَمْرِهِمْ لَنَتَّخِذَنَّ عَلَيْهِمْ مَسْجِدًا. The people who praise the graves, they also bring this ayah. They bring two examples. The grave for Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, how come he was buried in the masjid, and we know he's not in the masjid till this day. And even like if they're going to expand, still he's not in the masjid. So here, and they bring the story of Surah Al-Kahf. Surah Al-Kahf, this is a beautiful story, subhanAllah, which is like this, that they said probably from Bani Israel, a righteous young man, and from the followers of Musa alayhi salam, they said, it's not like the stories Allah knows best because there's no hadith, but like, this could be a close story. But however, they are most likely from Bani Israel. They were knowledgeable, they were righteous young men, right? سبعة وثامن. How many are they? They said, قالوا ثلاثة رابعهم كلبهم قالوا خمسة سادسهم كلبهم قالوا سبعة وثمانهم كلبهم. مظبوط. So they, what's the right number? Allahu Alam. Ibn Abbas said, قال ما يعلمهم إلا قليل. So people, they know. قليل. Only few people know the number of the Ahl al-Kahf. They are 7 and the dog there 8. As Ibn Abbas, he said, أنا من القليل. I'm one of the few. They are 7. So the 7 guys, that's the tafsir of Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma. He said 7 guys, they were in the cave. they ran away with their deen. SubhanAllah, Allah put them to sleep for 309 years, lunar calendar, and 300 years regular, the regular calendar.
There's a woman blocking the funeral home.
There's a sister, بالمصلى النساء, she blocking the people in the funeral home. في أخت عند النساء بمصلى النساء مصافة سيارتها عند the funeral home. الرجاء إزاحة السيارة. الله يبارك فيكي. There's a sister in the one مصلى blocking the people in the funeral home. If you are there مصلى النساء الرجاء, please go move your car. الأخت المسكرة على الأخوات والأخوة في the funeral home, الرجاء تحريك السيارة. بارك الله فيكي. So they said this story, they said, however, they ran away to the cave, and the story of the Surah Al-Kahf, famous story, subhanAllah, and they slept for 300 years, and subhanAllah, later on when they woke up, Allah woke them up, and they came, so the people found out who are they, and they know about their story, subhanAllah, because, and as we know now about their stories, right? So subhanAllah, then when they came out, the people out, they were amazed about they ran away with their deen. So they said, لَنَتَّخِذَنَّ عَلَيْهِمْ مَسْجِدًا. As Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, when the hadith Salama radiallahu anha, she said she went to the Abyssinia, he said, when the righteous man died, they built a church or a mosque on top of him. He said, أُولَٰئِكَ شِرَارُ النَّاسِ. He said, they are the worst people, the most evil people. So this is their story. We're going to build the mosque. We're going to build the masjid on top of them. But this is not the sunnah, or this not the right way, because it could be praised all the way till they become false deity or taghut. And he said the hadith here, the Imam mentioned, he said, لَتَتَّبِعُنَّ سُنَنَ or سَنَنَ مَنْ كَانَ قَبْلَكُمْ حَذْوَ الْقُذَّةِ حَذْوَ الْقُذَّةِ بِالْقُذَّةِ حَتَّى لَوْ دَخَلُوا جحر ضب لدخلتموه قالوا يا رسول الله اليهود النصارى قال فمن. He said the hadith, simple hadith, he said you will follow the footsteps or follow the way or follow the guidance of the others. He said precisely, subhanallah, he said even if they enter the hole of a lizard, you will enter the hole right there, subhanallah. And he said, who are the Jews and Christians? He said, who else? And look at the Muslimin nowadays, subhanAllah, they worship in everything, even the pants, the patchy pants, the hairstyle, everything. There's no identity, subhanAllah. Look at this. Whatever they do, the people they do. Exactly. They're so fascinated about this, subhanAllah. I mean, everyone could live their life. There's no problem. And this is their life, their lifestyle. We don't criticize anyone. We just but be yourself. Be yourself, especially the things that are haram. SubhanAllah, Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam mentioned the hadith, says, you will imitate them. You will follow their footsteps. Precisely, he said, if they enter the lizard, the hole of the lizard, you will enter that. I mean, they said, why the lizard? I mean, why the hole of the lizard? Because this is, he said, the most difficult hole, the unique. And you have no reason for you to go in there, but you will go there. And look at this, subhanAllah, a lot of stuff make no sense. And some like fashion are nice, but some fashions are ugly, but they're still doing it. Khalas, we're going to follow their footsteps. And here's, I mean, we live around here, but even overseas something and worse, subhanAllah. The other hadith, subhanAllah, the other hadith he mentioned, the Imam rahimahullah said, إِنَّ اللَّهَ زَوَى لِيَ الْأَرْضِ subhanAllah. He said, Allah have folded the whole earth for him, for Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have folded the earth for Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, say, I saw the east and the west. Subhanallah. So here that he said he was informed, look at the prophecy of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Shows how truthful the prophet. This is a ghaib. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he saw things when he was under siege. Subhanallah, he said he saw the kingdom of Persia under the control of Muslims. He said Allah showed him, and seemed like Allah showed him physically. According to the scholars they have mentioned, he said, shows like Allah have showed him that. So he said, Allah will give the Muslims will take over the land from the west to the east, and they have done, from China to Spain. He said, the mulk of my ummah, he said, the kingship of my ummah will go all the way. And he said, وَأَعْطِيتُ الْكِنْزَيْنِ, I was given the two treasures, the gold and silver. The gold, they said, the Persian gold and the and the Roman gold. When they took over their country, subhanAllah, they took over. And this has happened, same time as happened with Rasulullah when he did the Isra and the Mi'raj. When he went to the night of Isra, Subhan الذي أسرى بعبده ليلا من المسجد الحرام من المسجد الأقصى الذي باركنا حوله. When he went from Mecca to Jerusalem, right? He went there and came back, told Quraysh, I was in Jerusalem yesterday. Quraysh, they know everything about Rasulullah. He's one of them. He was born and raised there. They know he had never been there. And Quraysh, they know Sham. They have been all over the Sham. So they know exactly a lot of them. They know because a lot of Quraysh merchant. So merchants, so the leaders, Quraysh and so on, back and forth. So businessmen, all of them. So they said, we know the Aqsa, we know that, so describe it for us. I mean, Rasulullah was there. He led the salah and he left. It was at night time. How would he know? Right? SubhanAllah. So the hadith, authentic Sahih Bukhari, they mentioned that's Allah. He said, I got word. They started asking him a question. He answered because he's so smart, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he answered, and he answered some questions, and then became like more precise. What about in this, like, pillar? What the decoration there? What's this? What? So become difficult. He said, that was word. I'm not gonna answer some question. They not believe in me. Imagine. Then he said, Allah put the Aqsa in front of me. Then whatever question, he said, right there, this is a tent there, this is a pole there, this color here, and everything. And still they did not believe in him, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So the thing is, he said, فَجَلَّ اللَّهُ لِيَ بَيْتَ الْمَقْدِسِ. He put Bayt al-Maqdis right in front of my own eyes, subhanAllah. However, subhanAllah shows here the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, with his prophecy, whatever he have said in this hadith, happened, subhanAllah. And the treasure of the Persian and the Roman was distributed between the Muslimin. And he said, he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not to destroy the ummah with a drought. A drought is a big thing, right? And he said, Allah have gave him this. You might be drought in this country, a Muslim country, but will be good there. But the whole ummah to be drought, to die out of starvation is not going to happen. And didn't happen since that day. They got something, even there's Am and Ramada. But this was only in Arabian Peninsula. It's not everywhere. So there cannot be like famine. It cannot be like a drought and all over the ummah. Could be partial, part here, part there, but not all of it. SubhanAllah. And he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not to destroy the ummah with their enemies, subhanAllah. And definitely the ummah, it's not destroyed. Even there's a divided, there's wars, people get killed here and there, but not the whole ummah destroyed, because Allah had promised, هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam with the true deen to dominate, take over, basically, and there's no one can destroy it totally. Doesn't matter how hard, but still there, all over. There's 2 billions now. So still, like I said, there's issue here, issue there, whatever, getting killed here and there, but still there's 2 billions. So this is what's given to Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam. But the only thing he did not answer his dua, or the dua he made, subhanAllah, he did not answer the dua, they not to fight against each other, which is they fought. Since the time of Uthman radiallahu anhu, all the way till now, they fought, the Muslims. He said he did not answer this one, he would not give him that. And the last one here, he mentioned, he said, وَإِنَّمَا أَخَافُ عَلَى أُمَّتِي مِنَ الْأَمَّةِ الْمُضَلِّينَ. And also he said, I'm worried about my ummah of the misguided imam, or the imam, the one who mislead the people, or the stray leaders, subhanAllah. And the imam could be the leader, could be the president, the king, the prince, or could be the imam, the sheikh, or the scholar, the one who will mislead people. As you know, subhanAllah, this is imams for among presidents and king and princes. No, but the imams, which is the scholars, some of them, they said, ulama al-sultan. So they make fatwa according to what the king or the president or the prince wants. Whatever he wants, the fatwa is ready, this the way you want. And some ulama, which is nowadays a lots of those, they said ulama al-ummah, which is those people. But in Arabic they said ما يطلبه المستمعون. whatever the people, the mass wants. I don't want to make no one mad at me. I want more followers. The Arabic method, there's a show used to become when we were little, and the TV, they said, whatever song you like. So the most, they said, whatever they want, we are at your service. So some scholars, some, whatever the people want. You don't want to make no one mad. We're all good. Doesn't work like this. You have to show. And some people, they said, ulama millah, they fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when He asked the question, and when He answered the question, they see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala right there. They do their best not to mislead the people, subhanAllah. And he said, وَلَا تَقُومُ السَّاعَةَ حَتَّى يَلْحَقَ حَيٌّ مِّنَ الْعَرَبِ مِنَ أُمَّتِي بِالْمُشْرِكِينَ. Said, the hour will never cure till some of the Muslims, they leave Islam, which has happened during the time of Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. So all this shows here, subhanAllah, shows the prophecy of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he said the hadith here, subhanAllah, لا يذهب الليل والنهار. So meaning, the day of judgment will not happen حتى تعبد اللات والعزى, till the people go worship Allat wal Uzza again. So in Bilad al-Muslimin, he said in the Muslim land, they will be worshiping Lat wal Uzza. And the thing is, a lot of people, they think worshiping, they make 2 rak'ah for the idols. It's not that. I follow everything beside the deen. They see worshiping others beside Allah. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, have you seen the one who took his hawa as a Lord? اتخذ إلهه hawa. Whatever you desire, you will follow. So this, he said, Allah named this was as you worshiping your desires. Mean whatever you think, your logic, your opinion, and so on. So the thing is, it doesn't have to be like stand there, make 2 rak'ah and sujood al-ruku'. Following this and away from the true deen. This is basically you worshiping others beside Allah. هذا والله أعلم. سبحانك الله بحمدك أشهد